Thanks for watching. I'm here with Amir's 29th week of life update, and I'm sorry this is up a little bit late, but it's been kind of a chaotic schedule with work, and I just kind of had like a lot of like little things on my plate, and I wanted to like record other videos like my frugal living experiment type of videos, and hope to do that soon. But anyway, this is about Amir's 29th week of life update. So I'll start where I left off. I think the last thing that I did with his update was talk about his first experience eating food, and also his 6-month stats. Well, Amir had gone to the doctor that day, and then over after that night, and then 2 days after, Amir was really sick. He had a high fever, 102 degrees Fahrenheit, and I was really worried about him, and I don't know if it was because he was getting a cold and got the flu shot at the same time, or it's just a combination, then he got the shots all together with getting a cold. I don't know, but he was a lot worse. Like, he seemed great after his doctor appointment. I'm like, okay, this is all gonna be good. He ate his food, but yeah, over the not the last couple days, but the days following, I'd say the 2 days following plus that evening, he was super sick. We had to give him he wouldn't even take the oral acetaminophen. We ended up having to call a doctor because he kept throwing it up along with his food. He wouldn't take it. He would just gag and puke it up. So I was really worried about his fever, and then when it was 102, I'm like, we are calling the doctor. So the on-call doctor called us back, and they said that 102 is something that's manageable at home if you can bring it down. So we went out, based on her suggestion, and bought Tylenol or acetaminophen suppositories, and that actually did do the trick. And we just gave him one suppository like every 6 hours for like the last day, because I tried not to like call or do anything about it besides just trying to give him Tylenol and letting him rest, and trying to kind of coddle him. And he's like, the weird thing was seemed like okay, like he was actually in really good spirits, but he was so hot. Like, I'd put him down on the bed and it would just be like super warm when I picked him up, like where he was laying, and even his hands were like super hot. So anyway, not really a big deal. He had kind of a cold virus type of thing, and I'm supposed to bring him back for his booster flu shot, another one, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to bring him back in 4 weeks. She did say I could also wait until I think he sees the doctor again in 9 months, so I might wait on that, and I don't know. I feel like I should get him the flu shot because he's so young, and I know that there's more risks associated with children I think it's under 5 getting the flu, so I don't know. I don't want to get into that debate anyways, but yes, he was sick, and so he was not eating my squash. I kept trying to give him just like a little bit, and he made the worst faces, and he was like gaggy, and then I knew it was coming, and he just like projectile vomited. He was not taking it, and honestly, I haven't tried any other food since then because I ran out of the squash trying to feed it to him, and I just like threw away whatever was left over. And I don't know, just the experience like has kind of like put me off solids, and again putting me back into stalling mode. But I swear, this week, now it's Wednesday, so I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so I have no excuse. I'm going to make more food. I think this time we're going to go with avocado. I also have a sweet potato, but we'll see. So I don't know if he didn't like the squash, or it's just because he was sick, and it just didn't agree with him. I'm not really sure, but he kind of did the same thing with the Tylenol as he did with the squash, just like wasn't wanting to, he'd eat it, but then like gag it down, and then later on throw it up. So I don't know. I think we'll try squash again maybe later, but I'm going to try avocado, I believe, next. Possibly the sweet potato. We'll see. I'm going to work on that tomorrow. As far as like physical things, or this is physical, but his crawling, I don't know how to introduce this, but yeah, crawling, he hasn't crawled yet, but he is really getting around by like, he kind of like uses his head, like the weight of his head to like kind of scooch around to places. He's not crawling, but I really see that he wants to really badly, so we'll see. I'm excited to see him crawling. It's kind of a great fun milestone, but also really nervous about him crawling and then worrying about every little thing being anywhere and falling on him, or you know, we just basically have to baby proof our home. And what I did buy was in preparation for something else we're gonna buy was one of those mats that's like a puzzle piece. I should have brought it in, but it's in my trunk of my car. I have to get it out. Like those big puzzle pieces where you can like take the letters and numbers, and it's a pretty big radius. I don't even know what the square footage or the size of it is, but I know it's pretty large. So we have an extra couch in our living room, our old couch, and we're gonna get rid of that thing and then kind of make a play area for him in the living room, kind of in the meantime until we move eventually, just to have a play area. And then I'm gonna get like a play yard, so when I am not like watching every little move he makes, he's gonna be in there. And I know that maybe that sounds mean to like put him in a cage, but like I just would much rather have him be safe and in a cage and playing with his toys and have room to like crawl once he starts moving, than have to worry about him in every section of the house. And there just really isn't a good place to put up like a baby gate. I mean, our apartment is just so small, so I'm just going to kind of make that. And then this section here I kind of cleared out. I'm going to also make this kind of a play area, and I have plans to kind of like set up his like toy bins, and like he has another like car mat rug I'm going to put here, just kind of like play sections, Amir sections of the house. And when he's with me, of course, then, you know, obviously I'll be watching what he's doing, like whenever he's not in that area, you know, very closely. Not that I would be watching him anyway, but you know, if I'm doing dishes or something, I can put him in that little play pen or play yard, cage, whatever you want to call it, so that I don't have to worry about him crawling and, you know, picking something up off the floor. Not that there should be, but you know what I'm saying. I could go on and on. So that's what's going on. I think that's all for 29 weeks. I feel like there was something else. Oh, my niece had a Halloween party at her house, and he went. You know, it was a kid's Halloween party, and I always go over to my nieces, and I'm very close to my sister, and he dressed up in his little costume. He's a little bug, although we don't really like celebrate Halloween really. It's just kind of like a fun little thing we went to. And oh, buddy, you're okay. Oh. Yeah, he tipped over on the floor there. So he really does pretty well, but he does tip over every once in a while, so poor buddy. Anyway, that's it. I babbled enough, and this is going to sound totally disorganized, but I'm sorry. I just wanted to find time to sit down and do this before he turns 30 weeks, and soon 7 months. Crazy, I know. Thanks, guys, for watching, and have a great day.